All right, we are back with Don Haywood, and we're still in the creation series. We're just trucking right along. Don, you mentioned a couple of weeks ago that you thought this was just going to be a two-week thing.
2 or 3 weeks, yeah.
Are you having fun?
2 or 3 years, maybe.
Are you having fun though?
I'm having fun.
Do you like this? Do you
I
like
like
this? Let me make sure my clicker's working.
Get my coffee. Talk about the Lord.
That's right. Yep. IHOP mode.
Can't beat it.
Can't beat it. So we are talking about the Garden of Eden, the Garden of God.
Garden of Eden. And we always say the scoffers in the last days are willingly ignorant.
Yes, sir. Oh, and by the way, we have a special guest
3
here.
things.
We got Frosty, the snowman.
If it is getting close to Christmas.
Yes, sir.
Hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving.
So just like Don said, the scoffers in the last days are willingly ignorant of. What the heck are they willingly ignorant, Don? Go ahead.
3 things.
Go ahead.
The creation, the flood, and the coming judgment. Willingly ignorant.
In the Greek, that means dumb on purpose.
Dumb on purpose.
So we're going.
I ain't never been dumb on purpose, but I've been dumb.
You've been. Colossians chapter 1 says, "For by Him all things were created." This is one of the many verses that I can find that prove Jesus is God Almighty. And all things were created by Him and for Him. That would mean dinosaurs. That would mean space. That would mean all the
planets.
all the amoebas.
Yep.
In Matthew 19:4.
Even the ice on Pluto I was watching today.
That's right. Oh yeah. Matthew 19:4. At the beginning, He made them male and female. Was that actually the beginning? Jesus said it was. From the beginning of the creation, God made them male and female. Pretty clear, isn't it, Don?
First thing He did.
Wherefore, by one man, Adam, sin entered into the world, and it was death by sin. For by man came death, and in Adam all died. That is very important. And the first man was Adam. So was Adam the first man?
Wait, what?
And Adam lived 130 years and begat a son and called him Seth. Don, you have kids, right?
I do.
Could you imagine?
All real. One of each.
Could you imagine having a kid at 130 years?
No.
Could you do it?
No. Hopefully I won't be here at that age.
That's right. And Enos lived 90 years and begat Canaan. So this is the longevity chart. We talked about that last time. CO2. Plant life.
CO2.
You know, back in the Garden of Eden, plants grew enormous. It's interesting, whenever you play music for your plants, they tend to grow a lot more. Did you know that?
It may if I play, but if I sing, they may not.
Creation today.
Yeah, music. That's a
Yep.
plants grow.
Sonic Bloom article in the Creation Illustrator right here talks about if you play music, your plants will grow twice as fast. And the point of this is up in the sky, up in heaven, or in
The
space.
universe sings.
The universe sings, and that's why the plants grow with, especially CO2 and all that. This guy had 5 squashes per leaf instead of 1 because he played Hotel California for him. I'm kidding. Oh,
Sure can, but you can't check out.
good. Yep, there could be. Comparing the leaf from black Wilma trees,
Weeping willow.
weeping willow. Okay. Don Carrison looks at a control sample of a leaf. So this is a willow tree. Picture, I guess, of the leaves of 3 months old. On the right, and grown from a nut that was taken off a tree that had been treated with Sonic Bloom for 10 years. The larger leaf, the nut, which was led to greater yields in years to come. Again, so if you plant a seed, something grows. You know, Don, we talked about it. Same thing with salvation. You know, let's say this is what got me saved. This story I'm about to tell you. Let's suppose a woman comes up to you and says, "Hey, I'm pregnant, Don." Well, congratulations, good. You know. Well, a month goes by, no change. 2 months, finally, 9 months. There should be a baby, right? Well, lady, I don't want to call you a liar, but I don't think you got pregnant. Okay? If there is an inward seed, there has to be an outward change. And you know, if you, it doesn't always happen that way, but even there's subtle changes in your heart, even though it might not come out automatically, it will come. Plant seeds.
Plant seeds of the gospel. And talk about Christ. And those seeds will grow.
Yep.
You
And
can expect them to grow.
only if you let it, though. I have
You gotta
learned.
go out and water it. You got to work around it. Some fertilizer in there, and it doesn't grow overnight.
No.
It takes a while.
Right.
The same thing with us when we get saved. We're not automatically everything we're supposed to be.
Absolutely.
We have to grow. We have to study. We have to read. We have to learn. We have to do this kind of stuff.
Yep. It's awesome, man.
And we change a little bit at a time. And it shows up outward a little bit at a time.
It's good. So, potatoes grow to nearly 10 inches in size and very, very hardy and healthy for a potato. This is the size, one of them, the middle one's the size of this bottle right here. Cantaloupes, the size of a soccer ball. That's a pretty big cantaloupe. Eugene Scott, and she says that you need to keep evolution in the science classroom in creation. What we teach, keep it out as far away from the students as possible. National Center of Science Education.
Carnegie Foundation.
Andrew Carnegie, he said that the National Center of Science Education president is Dr. Eugene Scott. Their stated purpose to keep creation out of public schools. Let's say, okay, yes, you can as of next Monday, you can preach the Bible or teach the Bible in your classroom. Well, here comes this Buddhist, Mohammedanist. What about me? You know, why can't I not do this? So you can do it to an extent, but if you allowed everybody to do it, everybody would have questions about that. You know, like, why can I not teach my thing?
Well, set standards. Schools set standards. Board. We elect the board
Right.
officials anyway, and they set standards.
Right.
So in order to keep all that confusion out, they want to teach one thing.
Right.
So they chose to teach the wrong thing.
Right. Well, Eugene Scott said there are 80 separate layers of coal in the Midwest. She's right. If you take a look at the amount of coal in the world, entire biomass plants of the world today cannot possibly be converted into so much fossil fuel. She's right again. There had to have been an enormous amount of time involved in laying down the coals and seams. There she's wrong. You see, coals and seams, that's all a result of the flood. We'll talk about that later. They find strip mines have coal seams up to 200 feet, which we talk about stuff like that. But Mr. Newton Anderson found this bell inside a lump of coal.
It was a big old lump of coal.
Cast iron pot was found in a lump of coal in 1912. Now the point of this is they say that it takes millions and billions of years for this to happen. Here's a shoe that was...
I've heard about this one.
And God said, "Behold, I have given you every herb." And
See,
yep. upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, and it shall be for meat for you. Go ahead, Don.
The discovery of thousands of well-preserved leaves in Antarctica has sparked a debate among geologists over whether the polar region, rather than being blanketed by a massive sheet of ice for millions of years, enjoyed a near temperature climate as recently as 3 million years ago.
Wait, what? Don!
Well-preserved leaves in the Antarctica.
Wow. Mr. Webb with David Harwood. Hey, that's close to David Haywood.
It's close.
Harwood. An assistant professor of geology at the University of Nebraska at Lincoln, and Barry McKelvey, the professor of geology at the University of New England in Australia, found a deposit of leaves on the side of a cliff in a deposit stretch of the
Transcendental Mountains.
about 250 miles from the South Pole. The Earth today is 70% underwater. Much of the rest is desert, ice caps, tundra, and treeless mountain ranges. Only 3% is habitable for man.
And we're using it.
And you know, it all used to not be that way. The Earth today is 70% underwater. God Himself formed the Earth. He formed it to be inhabited. Go ahead. Talk to everybody about
the pre-flood world
world.
probably had increased air pressure 20 to 100% more, probably. More CO2, minus 2% versus 0.06%. Filtered sunlight, less UV and X-rays. Perfect soil, later destroyed by the flood. Music from the stars to open stomata. 90+% land versus current 30%. Watering system at the roots rather than rain. A water layer would block out harmful rays from the sun. The sun produces light, ultraviolet light, X-rays, and gamma rays. Yes, it does.
So, you've ever had an X-ray?
A lot of them. Don't have some more.
As you know, I have shoulder problems. As you will know by now, at least.
That's how you found that out.
No. I've
Found it out when it hurt.
Yeah. Jason Parkhurst. Hello. From, I think, the last video, actually. We did it Sunday. Reminiscing. He's my childhood best friend from growing up.
Yeah.
He was here the first time it happened. And we joke around, we say that it's his fault, but it was my fault for jumping out of the tree.
You see that hand right there got arthritis.
Yeah. You can tell by the bend of his finger. So, you know, you put the person goes and puts you on an ice cold block.
Yeah, not me.
And
I ain't using no ice pack on nothing.
yeah.
I don't like being cold.
X-rays go through your body like little bullets from a machine gun. X-rays expose what is in reverse image. This is why many radiologists have a negative outlook on life. The sun's X-rays. The sun X-rays us every day, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Well, here's a couple things you can do about it.
Except on cloudy days.
Except on cloudy days, yep. Your skin feels the full force of the X-rays. Here's Sue at 90, and thou has filled with wrinkles. Yep. Here's one thing that you can do about it. You can keep a lead or concrete umbrella over
Get an
you.
umbrella up there. Wear a hat all year round, long sleeve shirt.
Yep.
Ain't doing
No, I'm not either. Elizabeth Taylor had a hole in her forehead.
That's what was wrong with her.
Yeah.
I was wondering what that was.
Every day she would fill it with caulk or Bondo, whatever that is, and cover it with makeup. Okay, are you ready for this? Here's Kent trying to figure out the thing, but he finally got it though. It's her belly button.
Yeah.
So the average age before
That's a lot for facelifts, don't it?
Yeah, that's one heck of a face.
Stretching that skin and cutting it.
Yep. So Enoch lived 605 years and begat Methuselah. What do you think about the ages of these people?
They lived pretty good, long life, unless we're living in the millennium.
Yeah.
Then they did.
But okay, so
Enoch lived 65 years and begat Methuselah.
yep. But some say, okay, these people are living long, right?
Mm-hmm.
But some say that this is incorrect. Like 65 divided by 12 equals 5.5 years old. So was Enoch 5 when he begat Methuselah? No, he was a full-grown man. There are giants in the earth in those days. There are giants on the earth in this day too. Have you seen a giraffe? Or an elephant? Yeah, pretty giant. I'm sorry. Robert Wadlow was 8 feet tall. He died in 1940. His shoe was pretty big. Now, this is interesting. The cubit, Goliath had a cubit of 6. 6 cubits in the span. Do you know what that means? Well, a cubit is elbow to fingertip.
Okay.
And Goliath was a giant, right?
6 cubits on the span.
Yeah.
So that's about 3 feet,
Yeah.
more or less.
Right.
Yeah, he was a little over 9 feet.
Yeah. So Goliath was close or as tall as Brother Robert. Here's a skeleton.
Drawing of an 11 foot 6 inch man from Italy.
That's a big guy.
From
The Carl Ball.
Italian coal mine, yeah, not Carl Ball. Carl Ball was an archaeologist.
Could you imagine this guy on your basketball team?
It'd be good.
You did.
Give me the ball. Ain't nobody gonna get it.
That's right. Well, Don, I'm going to ask you a question. How do you tell the difference between a male and a female skeleton? Oops.
I have no idea.
Well, a lot of people say
I never looked at a lot of skeletons.
that it's rib.
Okay.
But when God took the rib to make Eve, did you know that the bottom rib grows back? If it's broken or taken apart,
Oh yeah, it's broke back.
it'll grow back. I think God knew what he was
Had a
doing.
broke rib. It grew back.
Yeah. I think God knew what he was doing. Well, it's interesting. If the foot is pointed towards the mall, it's a woman.
Okay.
But really, though, the jaw, there's the mandible joint right here. If it's worn out, now this is science, right? This is actual. If it is worn out, it's woman's.
Okay. Don't know.
Yep. Oh, the one, yeah. We covered all that. So,
TMJ.
too much jaw.
Mm-hmm.
So, the world's tallest man is 8'7". He lived in Ukraine and was still growing when he died.
Had a growth problem.
8.
People have that today.
Yeah.
They never quit growing.
Really? Huh.
Andre the Giant was one of them, wrestler.
Okay.
He was like 9 feet
wow.
tall. He grew all his life. He just kept growing.
Wow.
It happens today.
This guy was 8'4" and still growing. Well, you say that's a big size difference.
Yeah, that's a big hand. That's football.
This guy has a cell phone. Just an ordinary, probably just like your cell phone. But you see how small? Could you imagine him calling his girlfriend on your telephone?
That'd have to make him a special cell phone.
Yeah, a big one. And that would be probably a lot of money too. So there's a lot. The Roman Empire, Maximus was 8'6". There was a skeleton 9 feet 8 inches tall, recovered from the stump. Wait, so a fossilized person found. How do you explain that if evolution is true? And we could talk a lot about people that are just big. In Virginia City, there were 2 skeletons about 9 feet tall. That's a big dude.
Mm-hmm.
And you know they say that this is a prehistoric race. Huge bones, similar in every respect to a man's, were found embedded in thick layers of clam shells. Every skeleton was fully 9 feet high. Would you like to be 9 foot tall?
No.
No? I don't think I would either. Maybe 6 foot. A skeleton nearly 10 feet long was found in Humboldt Lake. He died in June 1931. And we could talk forever on how people just tall, you know, and that really disproves evolution, because they found, like we said before, you know, there's people that just grow, and they're still growing.
Mm-hmm. I wonder which giant it was that made the pyramids.
No.
Or Stonehenge.
Yep. 8 giants remaining from 8 to 9 feet long or tall. All were wearing heavy copper armor. Interesting. Go ahead, Donald.
Through the bungling of these diggers and the total disinterest of the Archaeological Museum establishment, these discoveries have now been scattered and lost. In 1616, Dutch explorers Jacob Lamere and William Stoughton described stumbling upon a pair of skeletons more than 9 feet tall. The word Patagonia means Bigfoot. Must have been a Bigfoot.
That's right.
A skeleton 12 feet tall was found by soldiers in Lompoc, Rancho, California in 1883. The remains were reburied due to objections by local Indians.
Well, guys, we are going to end that session here.